Okay, everybody, welcome back. So now, how are you guys? So now it's time to move on to our next problem called the normal distribution word problems. Kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, you need to master the basic concepts of discrete to continuous probability because now we are going to delve deeper into the topic. And today, we're going to be talking about the normal distribution word problems. Now, before that, what is the concept of a normal distribution? Nalo mo talaga yung normal distribution, di ba sabi ko sa'yo, most of the distributions that we have made in last time, when we were using discrete probability, are most likely to be formed into a normal distribution. But what does it mean? Ibig sabihin, the edges are in short values while the one in the center is the highest. Kaya nga, di ba remember what are the characteristics of a normal distribution? Ganito kasi yun. First, let's draw the normal curve. We know the normal curve looks like this, di ba? Ito yung tinatawag na normal curve. The characteristics of the normal curve is that it is a bell shape and it is symmetrical. Ibig sabihin, 50% is on this side and 50% is on the other side. Then, all the areas underneath the normal curve are always equivalent to 1. Kaya that's the meaning of normal distribution. Okay? So just like what I told you, this is where the highest probabilistic outcome comes and the lowest probabilistic outcome comes. And then here on the base, we call that the standard deviation. The standard deviation can either vary depending on the situation. However, since we are using a uniform normal distribution, therefore we have a concept called standardizing. So here's how you standardize a normal distribution. Remember, a normal distribution has standard deviation of 0, a mean of 0, and a standard deviation of 1, 2, 3. That is for standardized version. But for normal distributions, the standard deviation, the mean is always the corresponding mean itself, and the standard deviations are depending on how much. So let's start off with a simple problem to help you understand the logic. Like number 1, in a nursery, the average weight of newborn babies is 10 pounds with a standard deviation of 2 pounds. So the average weight of newborn babies, that is the mu. So what is the mu? The mu is 10 pounds. And then the standard deviation is 2 pounds. So 2 pounds, what does 2 pounds mean? Ibig sabihin, 2 pounds is the standard deviation. So remember, not like in standardized normal distribution, the standard deviation is always 1. So you have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, positive 3, 1, 2, and 3. Diba? And since sabi dito, the standard deviation is 2, that is, ano to? 2. Diba? So here's how you're gonna do it. Okay? So we have minus 2 here, and then minus 2 here, then minus 2 here, and plus 2 here, plus 2 here, plus 2 here. In order for you to understand the formula of transferring into Z, this is how you're gonna do it. Nalo mo talaga yung formula that looks like this, di ba? We have a formula that goes like this. Z is equivalent to x minus mu divided by standard deviation, tama? Whereas let's say for example, if you want to solve for the Z, you need to solve for this. So we know that our mu is 10 and our standard deviation is 2. So let's see if 12 will equal 1. So 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is 12 divided by 10 is 2. Minus 10 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So tama. So let's try 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. 10 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 16 minus 10 is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. And so on. Diba? If you're on the negative side, we have 4. Let's try 4 minus 10. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. And so on. Diba? So that's how you standardize the formula. Now let's go to our first problem. The question goes like this. In a nursery, the average weight of newborn babies is 10 pounds with a standard deviation of 2 pounds. One of the newborn babies who are born in the hospital is Easy, who weighs 8 pounds. First, letter A. What is his Z-score? To solve for his Z-score, mabilis lang yun. Nala mo talaga yung formula na to, di ba? Z is equivalent to x minus the mu divided by the standard deviation. So now we're looking for the value of Z. Okay? So now we input the given. Since we're talking about 8 pounds, therefore, this will be the number 8. Tama? And then minus the mu. What is the mu? The mu is 10. Then divide by the standard deviation of 2. Now we simplify. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So therefore, the answer in letter A is negative 1. The z-score is negative 1. Now let's go to number 2. Letter B. Find the probability that when a newborn baby is selected, it weighs from 8 to 14 pounds. For this one, it implies shading. So we need to find the probability. Do I remember this implies the application of solve for areas underneath the normal curve. So let's say, for example, in between this and this. So let's say in between. It weighs from 8 to 14 pounds. So that one, we need to put a line. Diba? And then whatever we're looking for, that's the one we need to shade. Okay? But we know according to stats and probs, if you look at the normal distribution, we know that 0 to 1 is 34.13%. So therefore, this is 34.13 plus the one that is from 1, plus the one that's from 1 to 2, that's 47.72. Tama? Let's check my stats and probs book to see kung tama ko. Put the phone down first so that you can get it properly. Yeah, that's better. Okay? So now, as you can see, using our Z table, pag gamitin namin yung Z table namin, where is the 34? Yan, that's 1. 34.13% is in a standard deviation of 1. Whereas in a standard deviation of 2 is 47.72%. Then what we just simply do to the 2, we just add. Because sabi dito, in between. From this, because our Z table relies from the mean up to where it ends. It's a symmetrical Z table. Most Z tables that people are using has a negative Z value. They start with negative infinity up to the positive infinity. Not like our Z table that we're using here, it is a symmetrical form. Kaya nga, we have to find 34.13, which is from 0 to negative 1, from 1, although it's negatives, but because, remember, according to the normal distribution terms, it's symmetrical, so therefore, that's negative 1. It's still the same. So kaya nga, 34.13%, that's the negative side, and the 47.72% is in the positive side. Then when we add this up all together, we get 5, 8, this becomes 11, 81. So therefore, the answer is 81.85%. So therefore, the probability when a newborn baby is selected, it should weigh from 8 to 14 pounds. From here to here, the probability is 81.85%. Kasi nga kung mataas siya it's up to the peak. So therefore, it should be high. Next, letter C. Find the probability that when a newborn baby is selected, it weighs more than 12 pounds. Kung more than 12 pounds, ganito kasi yun. Let me draw the normal curve again to help you get an idea. So, nala mo talaga, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Tama? Pero sabi ko dito, it weighs more than 12 pounds. So, where do you think it should be? Dito sa 12. Pero sabi dito more than. So, is it going to the left or to the right? Sa kanan. So, therefore, we are going to shade this part up to the infinity. Yan. Now, looking for number 1, what is the value? 34.13%. Pero, di ba remember sabi ko dito, this is from the checkpoint up to this area only. Pero what we want to get is to the negative side. So what do we do now? 0.5 minus 0.314, which is the z-score that you got. And why are we doing that? Because we want the one from the other end. So therefore, we need to subtract. And we know that, remember, see, just like what I told you kanina, the normal distribution is symmetrical. This is 50%, this is 50%. And all the probability values underneath the normal curve is equivalent to 1. So therefore, 1 divided by 2, since it's symmetrical, is 50%. And 50% minus the z-score of what we got kanina, which is 1, is 34.13%. So now let's subtract that from 50. Applying our mental math here, this becomes 1, this becomes 5, this becomes 8, and 7. So therefore, the correct answer is 15.87%. That is the probability. Last but not least, letter D, what is the z-score of a newborn baby that weighs 7 pounds? Madali lang to. Pero, if you look at the normal distribution, the 7 pounds must be in between 6 to 8. So therefore, we know it's 1.5, negative 1.5. Am I right? Let's see. Remember the formula, x minus v divided by standard deviation? Let's try it with the formula. 7 minus 10 divided by 2. 7 minus 10 is negative 3. Divided by 2, that's negative 1.5. So tama. That is the z-score of the newborn baby who weighs 7 pounds. Negative 1.5. And tama, just what I said, it should lie in between 6 and 8. Very good. As you can see in my solution sheet here, ito po yung ginawa ko. If you are to do this in Microsoft Excel, ganito kasi yun. For standardized, di ba remember, nilagay ko dito, we standardize the formula. We type there standardized, and then on the left, we put this formula. On the left, we put there the x, which represents the x value. Since our x value is 8, therefore, we put 8. And our mean is 10, and then our standard deviation is 2. So therefore, we get negative 1 as the answer. Same pa rin tayo dito, di ba? Or you can also type the normal formula, parenthesis 8 minus 10, because it will work on that first, and then divide by 2. And you still got the same answer. Right? That's it. Next, letter B. Diba sabi ko dito, it should weigh between 14 to 8 pounds. 8 to 14 pounds. If you're using my Z table, it's easier to find. Pero since we're using Microsoft Excel, remember that Z table starts from negative infinity. So what do we do here? Follow the solution sheet. First, let's get the z-score let's get the probability of 0 to 8 pounds. And we got 15.865%. Pero, that is within this range. Diba? Within this range or boundary. Tapos, the one from 0 to 14 pounds is from here up to here. It's within this range. Pero, we want to exclude this one. So, how do you get rid of this? The probability of the higher minus the probability of the lower. Kaya sinabi ko difference. Ang ginawa ko dito, we get the probability of the higher, which is 0 to 14 pounds, which is the one shaded in red. And then the one that's unshaded is the 15.8%. And yeah, that's exactly what I did there, di ba? And then we should get this answer of 81.85%. Yes, we still got the same thing. And as you can see, ang ginawa ko dito as my final answer, eto kasi yun. Normal distribution of 14, di ba remember, when you type their normal distribution, it will give, you just type their x, mean, and standard deviation, and then type their true to give you the cumulative value so that it will start from negative infinity up to the area where it will stop. Di ba? And that's why we get these probability values. But they are not yet in the correct answer yet. Kaya nga di ba this one starts from negative infinity up to where it stops. This one is from negative infinity up to where it stops. And then what you do to both of them, you subtract. Not like what we did, because mine is symmetrical. Therefore, ang ginawa ko dito, o dyan lamang, is nag-add lang ako. Right? Very easy, di ba? Here's what I did. 14, 10, 2, true, minus normal distribution, 8, 10, 2, then true. And we get 81.85 or 86%. But that's the rounded, this is the accurate version. This one is the rounded version. Next, letter C. Sabi ko dito, di ba remember, this is, more than 12 pounds. So, what I did here was this. 0 to infinity, that is 1. Kasi di ba remember, if you're going to do this in normal distribution, in the normal way, di ba we are working from the checkpoint, which is the 0. And then, that's why it's 0.5 minus this answer here. The z-score that we get of the corresponding probability value. Not like in this one, ang ginawa ko dito sa Microsoft Excel, since we want it more than, therefore, what I did was 1. Bakit 1? Kasi nga we're referring to the whole thing. And all the probability values underneath the normal curve is all equivalent to 1. So therefore, it's 1 minus the z value where it stopped. Like for example, we want it more than 1. So therefore, dito siya, this where it will stop. So we want this one. We know this is 1, everything. And then the one that's unshaded, that's the one we want to subtract. And then this is what I got. 10, 12, 10, 2, then true. And then difference, you get the same answer of 15.86. Or, if you can apply the antonym, pwede pa rin. Because that's just the conjugate. Just type their normal distribution of negative 1, and then you still get the same answer. Tama? Because they're still the same, but it's in the positive direction naman. So that's it. And therefore, that's the answer. 15.86%. And then for letter D, our answer is supposed to be negative 1.5. Bakit? Standardize 7, 10, and 2. Or you can do the literal formula and you still get the same answer. That's it. So those are the basics. Next, let's go to number 2. Sabi dito sa number 2, ito yung question. Are you ready? Now, for this question, every wedding couple celebrate their wedding anniversary. Alam mo ba yung wedding anniversary, di ba? Kasi nga, di ba, remember, let's say, for example, if you're already officially married, sometimes, after within a specific years after your marriage, you plan to celebrate it again for a wedding anniversary. Let's say, for example, my aunties is now celebrating their 10th wedding anniversary because, let's say, for example, they married that 1999. Di ba? And now, it's 2024. So, 25th anniversary na to. Di ba? So, that is what will happen. Okay? So, that's how the couples do it. So, they will celebrate their wedding anniversary after the day of marriage. Like, for example, my dad and my mom got married in the year 1999. So, now they're celebrating their 26th anniversary. Because now it's already 2025 and I'm officially 25 years old. Okay? So, now let's go to our question. They do it after 10 years after their date of marriage, which pertains to the mean. Yan. Because most likely, most people would rather do it after 10 years. Like, for example, if it's already their 10th wedding anniversary. Let's say, for example, they got married in the year 2008 or 2004. So, at 2014, they will celebrate their 10th wedding anniversary. Yan. So, after 10 years, they will celebrate it. Okay? And that is the mean. Miss Anne and her brother have planned to celebrate it after 20 years. And the standard deviation is 3 of the distribution is 3 years. So, let's solve for the following. Letter A. Find the z-score of that condition. Okay, for z-score, mabilis lang yun. Ang kailangan namin gagawin ay standardize. First, let's identify what the mean is. The mu is 10. And then, the standard deviation is 3. And what is the x? After 20 years. Kasi nga sabi ko dito, after that condition. So, therefore, ang ginawa namin ay 20 minus 10 divided by 3. This becomes 10 divided by 3. And 10 divided by 3 is 1, 3, and 1/3, which is the same as 3.333 and a bunch of 3's. First, let me draw the graph to see what I essentially mean. Kasi nga, if you have a graph, this will be much more explainable. Okay? So, let me compose the graph first so that it will be easier for you students to understand. So, now here we have a graph, and then we have the mean, which is 10 years. So, 1, remember standard deviation of 3. So, skip count. Minus 3, this becomes 7. This one becomes 4. And then this becomes 13, 16, 19. So, tama, it should be here. So, their 20 is right here. So, that is the z-score. The z-score for when they're going to celebrate their wedding anniversary after 20 years is at a z-score of 3.333 and a bunch of 3's. Or 3 and 1/3, as you can see by the pattern. Very easy, di ba? Very far na talaga sa distribution na kailangan namin. Next, letter B. Find the probability that any couple from the distribution will have their wedding anniversary after 7 to 15 years. That means in between 7 to 15 years. Less than 7, more than 7, but not less than 15. So 7 is very easy to be found. It's right here at this point. Where is the 15? We don't know because it's not seen in the standard deviation in the literal version. Pero, what we do know through the clue, the number 15 should be in between the two values. Where do you think number 15 is if you look at these numbers? If your answer is 13 to 16, you are respectively correct. Dito siya. Dito natatagpuan ang 15. And then, it's asking for this. So, therefore, we shade this part. Okay? So, therefore, now this part has already been shaded. And now we need to find the probability. For the 7, that one is very easy. We found negative 1, and therefore we get 34.13%. Pero that's on the negative side. Pero let's work on the positive side. First, let's identify how 15 is if we standardize it. This will become 5 over 3. This will simplify to 1 and 2/3. Or, this can be converted to 1.67. So that is the z-score we're going to look for. So where on earth is the 1.67? Reading the z-table, 1.6, 1.65, 1.6, 1.67. Yes, it's 45.25%. So 34.13 plus 45.25%. Then, all we have to do is to just add the values together, and we should get 8, 3, 9, 7. So therefore, the probability is 79.38% for a couple to celebrate their wedding anniversary after 7 years, but not longer than 15 years. Yan. Diba? Let me show you in Excel if I'm correct later. Next, letter C. Find the probability that a couple will celebrate their wedding anniversary after 17 years has passed. Okay, that one is very easy. We draw another distribution, pero I think siguro, since 17 hasn't been used yet, we know that 17 is in between 16 to 19. So the one in light blue, this is the one we're looking for. So let's standardize and find the z-score of 17. So 17 minus 10 divided by 3. Tama. 17 minus 10 is 7 divided by 3. This becomes 2 and 1/3 or 2.33333. Tama. Where do you think is 2.333 in our z-table? Yan, 49.01. Or we subtracted from 0.5, that should be, 50 minus 49 in rounded form. And that's already 1%. Or 0.9% if I were to take it in the accurate value. Pero I think siguro, if I were to do this here, 50 minus 49.01, if we subtract this will become 0.099 or 0.99%. That is the correct answer for letter C. Okay? Because sabi dito, doon sa bandang dulo eh. Kaya sabi ko more than. So we need to subtract. Next, letter D. Find the probability that a couple will celebrate their wedding anniversary after 5 years of marriage, after 5 years of their marriage date, but not after 9 years. That one, the grammar might be a bit tricky, pero it still implies the application of what you've learned. Sabi dito, after 5 years of their marriage, let's say for example, if they married in 2010, 5 years later is 2015. So dito sa distribution, 5 years. But not after 9 years. It means less than 9 years. Let's say for example, not after 7:30. Because not later than 7:30 should arrive. Ibig sabihin, earlier than 7:30. So yan. So therefore, let's draw another graph to see what I mean. Okay, so looking back at our graph, do you remember we have this graph? So where is the 5? If you look at the numbers, the 5 must be in between the 4 and the 7. So 5 must be here. Tama? Dito natatagpuan ang 5. Where's the 9? In between the 7 and the 10. Now we shade this. Now we shade. So where does it go? Where does it follow? It's on the negative side. So let's look at our z-table. So for z-table, we have 9. 9 minus 10 divided by standard deviation of 3. This becomes negative 1 divided by 3. This becomes negative 0.33333. So we need to find the z-score of negative 0.33333. And then we have 5 minus 10. Of course, that's the one I got earlier kanina. Then divide by 3. This becomes negative 5 divided by 3. And that becomes negative 1.6667. Or 1.67 in short. Teka, parang what you all is, I already got na that answer, no? 5 minus 10 is negative 5. Kasi nga that one is the positive version. This one is the negative version. So now let's look for the z-scores. So you have negative 0.0333, 0, can you see? Yan, it's 12.93%. 12.93%, diba? Dito sa 1.67, of course, kagaya ng sabi ko, it's, what was the probability? 45.25. 45.25. Now, what we do to the two numbers? We subtract. 45.25 minus 12.93. So, let's subtract. This one becomes 2. This becomes 3. 4, 2, 3. No, I think this becomes 4 again. So, 32. Yan. So, therefore, that's the correct answer. 32.32%. That is the probability. Later, I will show you on Excel if this is correct. Last but not least, letter A. For z-score of negative 0.2, a couple has celebrated their wedding anniversary after how long? How many years? This one, you're given a z-score, pero you need to find the raw score. So again, using this formula, the x minus the mu divided by the standard deviation equals z. So let's identify the given. What is the value of x? Wala. Because it's now asking for the value of x. Kunin yung value ni x. So we are looking for the value of x. Kasi nga the question is for a z-score of negative 0.2, a couple has celebrated their wedding anniversary after how long? Kaya we want to know what is the raw score. But first, let's identify the given. Ang z-score namin ay negative 2. Negative 0.2. So that's the z-score. And then the standard deviation, that is 3. Diba? Then the mu is 10. So when we put this together, it should go something like this. Diba? So you have negative 2 equals x minus 10 divided by 3. So what we do first? Applying algebra, we do negative 2 times 3. So this should be the first. We multiply both sides by 3. This one cancels, and then we're left with negative 6 is equivalent to x minus 10. Now, we can already add. So, you add 10 to both sides. And therefore, x is equivalent to 4. Tama. So, therefore, for a z-score of negative 2, wait, that's wrong. It's negative 0.02 pala. So, that's supposed to be negative 0.6 pala. Negative 0.6 is equivalent to x minus 10. Sorry wrong computation ako dahil mabilis ako. So therefore, we need to add 10 plus 10. So therefore, we need to subtract. So 10, 10.6, subtracting this will become 0.9.4. So tama, that's the value of x. The value of x is 9.4 years. After 9.4 years of marriage. So if you look via the normal distribution, 9 is somewhere in between negative 1 to 0. So therefore, that z-score of negative 0.2 will make sense. But are we correct? Let's check Excel and ask for the questions. Now, for letter A, di ba remember sabi ko dito, letter A, we are supposed to get a z-score of 3 1/3. Did we get that one right? Yes, that's correct. And what we did was we standardized and we should have gotten that answer. Tama? 20, 10, and 3. Diba? Next, number 2. Sabi dito sa tanong na to, what is the probability that a couple will have their wedding anniversary after 7 to 15 years? We got 79.38%. This one is 36%, pero it's okay. To show you my solution, ang ginawa ko sa Excel, we start from 0 to 7 years, which is this one, di ba? Then 0 to 15 years, and then the difference of both. Di ba? So we got that answer of 79.35%. That is the right answer. So tama. Then for letter C, I know we're supposed to get 0.99% or 0.98%, which is the correct answer. Because it says here, more than 17 years. So 0 to infinity is 1. And then 1 minus this one, di ba? Normal distribution of 17, 10, and 3, then true, we're supposed to get 99.01%. Tama? And then we got 0.09 as the difference. Or we got 0.98%. Next, for number 4, in between 5 to 9, that's supposed to be 32.32%. We got 32.17. Pero that's alright. Kasi ang ginawa ko dito, 0 to 5 years, that's normal distribution, 5, 10, 3, then true. And we got this. Then for 0 to 9 years, that's 9, 10, 3, then true. And we got 36.9. Now we need to subtract. So when we subtract, di ba remember nag-subtract tayo? And we got 32.17%. That's it. And then for letter E, the z-score of negative 0.2. So now we have to apply algebra. Di ba remember this is the formula it should look like? So x minus 10 divided by 3. So ang ginawa ko dito, we multiply by 3 on both sides. Ito yun. So negative 0.2 times 3, we got negative 0.6. Then x minus 10, then add 10 to both sides. So therefore, it's 9.4 years. And that is our answer after 9.4 years. That's it.